Well, guys, we just wrapped up our safety meeting up in my company I work for. The safety meeting actually went better than I thought. It really did. It went much better than I thought. I actually thought that I thought I was gonna be in trouble. To be honest with you, some of the concerns I had at work. I thought they were gonna bring them up, but no, no, they didn't. I mean, You know, for example, I hear some ELD issues. Andrew ain't that good with the ELD, and I don't necessarily keep up with. The ELD is perfect as far as the time go, but they want us to like every time we like get fuel or unload, load, we gotta put a annotation in there that we load and unload, and I didn't fell off that right there, so I thought that was gonna be an issue. Nope, nope, that wasn't no issue. Then the second thing I thought they were gonna bring up is Andrew going down the road with that phone in his hand. Nope, nope. Seen Mr. Charlie today. Nobody said nothing. Nobody brought it up. We're gonna consider this. They swept it under the rug. Fine with me. Fine with me. So they of course they paid us to go to the safety meeting because today is my day off. It's only 1 hour though. They fed us all that good stuff. One problem with the safety meeting. Just one problem. One of the YouTubers that work in my company, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't at the safety meeting, and whew, he had just started too, man. I think that dude was maybe 2 months in. I think he was about a month in solo before I noticed he was missing. I know I talked to some of the other drivers and I said, hey man, I don't see this dude car out here anymore in the parking lot. You know, I didn't see him out here. It was a black guy with dreads. Couldn't miss him. He the only guy with dreads, and I said, man, I ain't seen this car. I noticed this I want to say about a week ago. I noticed this car been missing. I've been looking. I'm like, man, I ain't seen this car because I can easily spot his car because everybody else got pickup trucks. Only me and him got cars. So I didn't ask nobody. I just figured maybe he switched shifts. Maybe I'm night shift, he day shift. But then I got to thinking in my head. The last two times I talked to him, first time I talked to him, dispatcher hit me up. They said, "Hey man, one of the drivers left all their loading cars at the house. Can you go and load them?" So I had loaded them up. That was my first time meeting him. He didn't know that seen him on YouTube. So I never mentioned that. He didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was, other than I knew he was on YouTube. But I loaded them up that day, and second time I seen him, I got to a gas delivery, and I pulled behind him. He came up to the truck. He said, "Man, I can't figure this out, man." I forgot exactly what he was saying. I think he was saying he was saying the product wasn't going into the ground, and I got out the truck, went and looked, and basically he was trying to put 8,000 gallons into the small tank in the ground instead of the big tank. He was hooked to the small tank, and pretty sure that tank was completely filled. It could only hold like 3,000 gallons. He was trying to put 8,000 in there, so he didn't have no spills and nothing like that. But I told him, I said, "Hey brother, that's the small tank," and I showed him looking at the ground. I was like, "You see how you got the premium tank in front of it, and then you got the white lid?" I said, "That's two separate tanks in the ground. You need the tank over here has just one white lid and straight black doors over here. That's the big tank in the ground." So I helped him switch over and finish his load off. So I just figured, maybe he should have stayed in training just a tad bit longer, And after that, I never seen him again. So after we went to a safety meeting and I didn't see him, which the safety meeting is mandatory. Either he got fired or I'm just gonna go where he got fired. I'm not gonna say he quit because he was only, like I said, 30 days solo on the easy job. So I know what he came from before this. He was doing food service delivery. So to go from food service delivery to here, when I first met him in training, he was thankful to be here because this was way easier than food service. But like I said, he ain't here no more. I don't know what. The only thing I can think of, I don't think I'm gonna say he either had a spill or he did a cross drop. That would be my guess of why I don't see him anymore. I don't think he quit. I just think something went wrong on the load. Maybe I should have gave him some more pointers or something. Because that guy was 21 years old. He was 21 years old, and he was over here at a place where he could make $2,000 a week. He didn't have to go OTR or nothing like that. One thing about where I work at, we hire people 21 years old. I told you guys are going to come straight from McDonald's and be right here, and they hire you. But, y'all don't hear me though. On to the video. So, had the safety meeting. None of it had anything to do with me. It was a good safety meeting, and one thing I can say is, we don't have another safety meeting until January 2025. Well, Andrew, what does that mean? Well, that take a lot of stress off your boy Andrew's shoulder. Cause see, from now we in September. From September to January, I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to talk to anybody. There ain't gonna be no dispatch, no managers. I don't have to talk to anybody past this point until January. So that means the only way I could possibly lose this job is if I do a cross drop. Cross drop gonna get you fired. All a cross drop is say you got a load of gasoline on the trailer, and you hook the gasoline up to the diesel in the ground, and you start pouring gas in the diesel, you're gonna be fired. You're gonna be fired, or the other way around. Both ways you're fired. Okay. Unless it's just a small chance that as soon as you start pouring, you hit the stop button and maybe you only drop 5 gallons in there, and we're just gonna say it's gonna dilute itself. I ain't never done nothing like that before, but I heard that drivers say they did that before. But most people, from my understanding, when they start pouring, they ain't gonna catch it. They're not gonna catch it. So I pretty much got a job from now until the end of the year. Nothing to worry about. I just go to work and collect my money, which is good, because that means I'm gonna finish out the year and get this tax return, which is what I'm looking for, that tax return. Speaking of that tax return, it'll say somewhere between 90,000 to 100,000. Then of course I got my YouTube, which that made over 20,000, and then in the beginning of the year I ran Amazon with the blue truck, which that was over 7,000, and then I got some other income, stock market investments and whatever else I got that I don't tell y'all about. Don't tell me you can start that lawnmower up. Look, I'm already 9 minutes into the video, so let me just go ahead and finish it. Y'all gotta excuse the noise, but the feds are about to cut interest rates this Wednesday by 25 or 50 basis points. So for all you guys looking to get a mortgage next year, this is one step closer to getting a lower mortgage. So when I did that mortgage calculations and I hear 5%, y'all like, hey Andrew, where you get 5% mortgage from? Well, it was based off the fact that interest rates is going to be coming down next year. So 2 days from now, we either getting a 25% rate cut or a 50% rate cut. I'll be watching that, of course, and when they cut, y'all know stock market is supposed to go up. So I got my stocks all set. I'm doing real good in the stock market. We may be at the gym tonight. It's my off day, so if I don't fall asleep, I'll be at the gym. But other than my off days, y'all remember Tuesday through Saturday, I'll be on the live feed anywhere between 1 a.m. 4 in the morning on the treadmill, talking to y'all, passing time. So if y'all want to tune in them live feeds for all y'all midnight rollers, that's where I'll be at. I'll lead them up to, I'll lead those live feeds up. Other than that, just want to let y'all know, man, hey, everything is looking good. I'm finna start pushing out a lot of content, man. I'm finna get this YouTube revenue up. for the end of the year, go out with a bang. So gotta get this money, guys. So I'm gonna be pushing out different content and making sure I get my 2,000 in Mr. Charles and get my money right here, and everything looking good, man. Next year we going to next year, no debt whatsoever. We got the paperwork, the 100K paperwork. Interest rates coming down. What more can you ask for? Cash trucks, stay in the grass, sitting, waiting for their day to shine. So whenever I'm ready for them to shine, they'll be ready to go. Some of you guys are asking, hey Andrew, man, if the trucks sit too long, they don't work no more. Guys, look, you gotta get your education up, man. Yeah, you guys got to get that high school diploma, that GED. That's real important, man. That's real important. I don't know who told y'all that a diesel engine is not gonna start after it's been set in the grass a couple of days or a couple of months. I don't know what you're talking about. Go on YouTube, man. Go to Bruce Willis' channel or Gentry and Son. Guys, these guys go out, find tractors sitting 30, 40, 50 years, and they get them things started with no problem. Okay, so I don't know. It's a diesel engine. It's not gasoline. I don't know what doing. Y'all scaring me, man. Y'all truck drivers are scaring me.